What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button now, let's get it. Today, we have a little bit of excitement in the world of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is holding strong and it's pumping up. Ethereum is holding strong and it's pumping up. Things are starting to look good. We're going to talk about some of the things that happened last week, and they will be responding and showing and taking effect in the markets come this week, come Monday when the markets open up. So things are looking well. We're looking for some great explosive moves. A lot of positive things have been transpiring over the past few weeks, so we are expecting to see the effects from those positive things this coming week. So this coming week could be one for the record. So make sure you got your seatbelts buckled. Keep your head, helmets on, all that stuff. Protect yourself because our portfolios should be responding well. So before we get into those topics, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is $109,300. Who knows? In a couple hours, it could be $110,000 because we know that Bitcoin responds in a very aggressive manner. Bitcoin dominant 64.41%, still above the 64% range, but we are expecting to see the Bitcoin dominance start to shrink. It was 65%, so now we are starting to dip a little bit down below 65. We're at 64.41. The fear and greed index is at 50. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this, but the fact that the fear and greed index is at 50 and we are almost at $110,000 for one Bitcoin, that is showing that we're going to have an explosive 2025. 2025 is going to be one for the records. A lot of folks are counting 2025 out. Altcoin season not going to happen. Altcoins are dead. This is a scam. I should have got out here. I should have got out there. 2025 is going to be one for the record books. It is going to be one to be documented. Folks from the next cycle, 2028, they're going to come back and look at the 2024, 2025 cycle and be like, damn, how did that happen? I'm sure those folks didn't expect 2025 to pan out the way that it did. So we are right smack dead in the middle of 2025. A lot of positive things are going to be transpiring. We've already had so many positive things happen. It is just all a part of when the market is going to be responding and when we're going to see these pumps. Ethereum holding strong, $2,600 for one Ethereum. The Ethereum dominance 9.25%. We're still waiting on that 10% dominance for old man Ether, but it's only a matter of time. I'm not going to rush the old man because I know at any particular point in time he could get a little bit of Ben Gay rubbed on his joints, a little bit of medicine for that arthritis, and old man Ether will be bouncing around like a youngster. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that's going on in the market. Let's talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is looking very bullish right now. Ever since we most recently seen the recovery from Ethereum when it got down to $1,400 a few months ago, and it has pretty much doubled at 100% gains in a couple of months. That right there is showing that Ethereum is going to be the coin to be reckoned with. Ethereum is not dead, far from it. Ethereum is the number 2 largest cryptocurrency coin in the world, and Ethereum is the largest and best layered one coin out there. A lot of the large institutions, what are they doing? They are loading the boat and buying up billions and billions of dollars of Ethereum ETF. We're talking about BlackRock amongst a host of other large institutions. Now, the old saying always go, whatever BlackRock want, BlackRock gets. So if BlackRock is buying up billions of dollars, not millions, we're talking about billions with a B, billions of dollars of the Ethereum ETF, that is where I'm placing my money. I'm making sure that I have a nice position in Ethereum. Taking a look at the Ethereum, the all-time high, $4,800 from the previous cycle, and then it was just at $4,000 December 2024, about 6 months ago. Once this coin kick in and it really start to continue its recovery, it is going to be a direct catalyst for the other altcoins to start to pump and to start to explode. A lot of the coins that we're waiting on are on the Ethereum blockchain. So once Ethereum starts to spike, all our other altcoins are going to start to explode. So it's only a matter of time. That is why we have been talking about patience. Yeah, we want it right here, we want it right now, but all we can do is be patient and make sure that we are in the right place. So when the markets do start to recover and do start to explode, we'll be able to participate, and our portfolios will be greatly affected in the positive direction from these various plays. Now, also, understand that the entire financial global system is transforming right before our very own eyes. Not just in America, not just in the United States, but I'm talking about the entire financial global system around the world is transforming right before our eyes. Over there in the Patreon a few days ago, my boy T, Big Tevin, he said, Coach, look at this. Soulflare, one of the apps that we use, Soulflare, one of the wallets, the Solana wallets, these guys have listed some of the stocks, and now they are placed and they're tokenized. Tokenization is a real thing. There's 5 stocks over there on the Soulflare wallet. This is brand new. This is groundbreaking. This have never happened before. But if you go back months ago, you'll hear a lot of the folks will keep talking about tokenization. Tokenize this, tokenize that. Well, it is happening right now. It is in full effect. There's 5 stocks that are now listed and now have been tokenized. Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Circle, and MicroStrategy. These are 5 of the largest companies in the world, and they are now listed on the Soulflare wallet, so you can buy these tokenized stocks. This has never happened before. This is transforming right before our eyes. The entire financial global system, from once we once known it, is now changing. So they're talking about things going to be tokenized. Now they're starting with stocks. Who knows what else will be placed and will be pushed to be tokenized. Real world assets, these can be tokenized. This is groundbreaking. What did I do yesterday? I bought me a couple of these tokenized coins. You take a look at the market cap for these coins, as far as on the tokenized level, it's groundbreaking. It's brand new. The market caps are very low. So I went in there and bought me a couple of items on there just to be one of the first ones to do it. A few other folks in the Patreon went on there and bought them some tokenized stocks. This is brand new. Whenever anything come brand new, you want to be one of the first to hit it once it hit the ground running and be one of the early adopters in these coins. So this is something, this is brand new. Also, we still have the entire second half of 2025 ahead of us. We know how massive and how fast cryptocurrency can run. We still got Q3 and Q4. We're nowhere done, nowhere near done as far as seeing where Bitcoin is going to go and where altcoins will follow, where Ethereum will go and where the altcoins will follow it. We know last week we saw the big beautiful bill was passed by the House on Thursday. Then on Friday, July 4th, Donald Trump signed it into law. It's official now. Effective July 4th, which was Friday, that was a holiday, it is now signed into law. The markets were closed on Friday because it was a holiday. So what's going to happen on Monday? How are the markets going to respond once the markets open up? I believe the markets are going to respond in a positive way. When the markets respond in a positive way, cryptocurrency going to say, okay, we're not going to meet you there, we're going to beat you there. Cryptocurrency is going to start to explode. Altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, we could be seeing new all-time highs. $109,300 right now, $110,000. We could go up for $5,000 in one day. We could be looking at $114,000, $115,000 Bitcoin just like that. And we're on our way to 118, 119, 122. 2025, we still got 2 more quarters, and we are expecting massive things to happen. Also, July 9th is another date that we have marked on our calendar. Wednesday, July 9th is the deadline, so we need to make sure that we are aware, focused, and paying attention to that date. That's the date that the deadline for the tariffs pause will be released. What's going to happen Monday, July 7th? What's going to happen Tuesday, July 8th? Leading up into the deadline, July 9th. Will there be negotiations, talks, and settlements and agreements between the various countries, China, Mexico, Canada? Who knows what's going to happen? But if these guys can come together, shake hands, come to an agreement, and we can be past this part of Liberation Day tariffs and all that, you talking about explosions, the big beautiful bill. Now we shake hands, come to an agreement with the tariffs, so we're not worried about that anymore. That could be it. That could be it. And we'll be looking back at our portfolio saying, I'm glad that I was dollar cost averaging in. I'm glad that I was buying turbo when it was 0.0001, whatever it was. Glad that I was buying bonk when it was 4 5 zeros and 16 or 4 5 zeros and 8, whatever it was. Dollar cost averaging in expectation for these things to start to explode. When the fear and greed index got to 15, 16, we were buying up a boatload of the altcoins. Last week, one of the fellows over there in the Patreon, he said, Coach, take a look at the altcoin index. I see it starting to increase. It's at 22 now. Before that, it was like at 15, 17, something like that. He said it's at 22. I'm like, that's interesting. That's definitely something to pay attention to, because whenever the altcoin index start to strengthen, start to go up, that means that we better look out. Altcoins could be ready to explode. Now you take a look at the altcoin index today. It is 28 over 100. It is increasing. It is growing. What typically happens once the altcoin index increases and starts to grow? Our altcoins start to perform well. Our portfolios start to perform well. So also, I mean, there's just so many positive things that surround cryptocurrency, so many positive things that surrounded the entire financial global system as a whole. And cryptocurrency is kind of the forefront with the blockchain evolution, with the tokenization evolution. The federal lawmakers announced that July 14th, July 18th will be crypto week. That is huge. This have never happened before, to where the lawmakers will dedicate 1 week as crypto week. Maybe it'll just be this year. I don't know if it's going to be every year, but July 14th, July 18th, these guys are saying this is going to be crypto week. Using your imagination, using your thought process, what do you think is going to happen July 14th through July 18th? What do you think is going to happen during that week? Will it be a buy the rumor, sell the news type event? Will it be something that David Sachs maybe will come out with the SEC and say something about Ripple, about the XRP lawsuit? Will we finally see some more crypto rules and regulations be launched and be signed? Make sure that you are prepared for either way. Could be about a rumor, sell the news, but from the way things are lining up, look like July is going to be a lot of positive, a lot of bullish catalysts could be affecting the entire financial global system, and cryptocurrency will be leading the way. Also, towards the end of the year, end of the month, July 28th, 29th, we know we got the FOMC meeting. If interest rates are cut, wow. If interest rates are cut, you're talking about explosions, you're talking about bullish momentum. That right there could really sign a deal. That right there could really put altcoin season and really take the key and unlock it, and everything just get released. I'm talking about things just starting to explode. Altcoin season, like we have been expected, could be arriving right there on our doorsteps, knocking on our door. Are your bags packed? Who at the door? It's altcoin season. I'm looking for Stock Holiday. Where he at? Oh, he ready. His bag's packed. Hopefully the chauffeur is out there, because the bags are packed. I don't have to go upstairs and get my toothbrush. I don't have to go upstairs and get no deodorant. My bags have been packed for a while, just like a lot of your bags have been packed, because you guys have been trusting the process, standing on the 4-year cycle, and dollar cost averaging in expectation for what? It's altcoin season. Open up. So come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We would love to see you over there. We have a great and awesome cryptocurrency community who love to talk about crypto all day, every day. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day, just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.